Hey everybody, it's Stan and John.
Hey there.
Welcome to episode 2 of Rush Hour Redemption. We are heading westbound on 66. It is Friday, the 1st of March, and we've got overcast skies, but we're happy it's Friday, and we're happy because we are redeeming this community.
That's
right now.
And we get to fill our children with the font of wisdom of the aged.
Yes. Today, we're talking about vacations.
Family vacations, the best kind. The kind where mom and dad take all the kids.
We're gonna talk a little bit about the best, and we're gonna talk a little bit about things that sometimes go wrong. I'm not quite sure which to start with.
Start with the good ones. You always
All
start
right.
with the good, end with the bad.
You want to go, or you want me?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go because
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to kind of pick a best vacation for us because we were the Hilton Head family. We always go back to
Yeah.
Hilton Head. We've been going there for 25 years, and last year we bought the place, and so we go back. Now we don't have to rent, and we can go anytime we want. Of course,
Yeah.
Karen and I do that a lot. But for the kids, I guess the good thing about it was always fun. It was always a good time, and as they got older, it became sort of like this anticipation of a great time, and we were never disappointed. And so the one thing I think that Karen and I have been able to do for the boys is to give you guys this sense of a place where it's not home, but it's a place where you can feel you're most comfortable and relaxed. Of course, you can say that about home, but it's always nice to have this place where it's like, I wish I could be here all the time. And that's what Hilton Head has done for us, and I hope it did it for the kids. Karen and I certainly love it. We're going to be down there again in April, and hopefully all the boys are going to be there with us for the Heritage Classic golf tournament. But it is, for us, our favorite, and that's the best about it. And so just the fact that we get to go back, that's the best. I say that would be the best thing about best vacations for us.
And for us, of course, we haven't gone to the same place every year.
No, you're total opposite.
We go different places all the time. And I'm going to springboard off of episode 1, though, where we talked about how life just keeps getting better. The best one is the most recent one, where we went to Grand Teton National Park, and it was spectacular. And there's lots of reasons that it worked out well. I was recovering from a broken foot at the time, but I was mostly mobile. But still, we didn't do the most intensive, rigorous hikes. We stuck to flat hikes. Still, the scenery, unbelievable. It was a well-paced vacation. We sometimes are.
You are the Walt Disney family, so you guys are on a strict clock when you're with Sky and Walt Disney.
We try to conquer
it's not so fast pace.
We try to conquer a little too much at times, but with this one, we did reasonable hikes. There were limited concession companies within the park, so our food choices were narrow, and we didn't have battles about where to eat and how much to spend because there was like only one place to go, and we didn't drive for hours and hours and hours from one place to another on a grand road trip. It was and we saw tons of wildlife. Saw grizzlies, black bears, moose, elk. Really a special time with the family. And that stood in contrast to what I'm recalling as the worst. And when we lived in St. Louis, we took a trip to southern Illinois, and we went camping. And it was just a few days before Kelly had some surgery scheduled. It wasn't the best idea. And it was like a primitive toilet site. Like it was rough to start with. Like on on a good day, it was rough. And one of the major attractions nearby was a cypress swamp, and we walked through that. There was a boardwalk that led through it, and it was cool. We were anticipating that a swamp creature might emerge out of the swamp at any time, but it wasn't a swamp creature that got us. It was the rain that got us. We got back to the campground. It was pouring. Kelly and I looked at each other and we were like, let's go home. And so, like, things barely fit into the car to begin with, and then you're trying to pack wet stuff in, and it was a disaster.
I'm sure that smelled good all the way home.
The kids were drenched. I'm pretty sure we stripped them down and just threw them in their car seats. But it's a memory I'll never forget.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Well, my memory, again, it's a Hilton Head memory, and you guys know what I'm going to talk about. It's on the beach when the rainstorm comes. And you know, I'm the optimist. That rain cloud is going to miss us. It's not going to rain on us, and if it does, it's going to blow over in 10 minutes, and we're going to be fine, and the sun's going to come out, and we're going to enjoy the rest of the afternoon out here. And inevitably, I get one wrong. And there was one time when I got it all wrong.
Oh, man.
And it rained, and it poured, and I said, it's going to blow over, it's going to blow over. And finally, your mother grabbed the umbrella and said, I'm going out, I'm leaving now. You guys can follow me or not, but I'm leaving. And she marched off the beach. And we had to pack up all the stuff and wrap it all up wet and carry it all off the beach and get get off the beach, because it was not going to stop. And we got back to the house and it was still raining, and it rained the rest of the afternoon. And Karen said, you know what? You're not always right about these thunderstorms on the beach. But statistically, I think I am right. I think I am right most of the time. I am a pretty good prognosticator when it comes to storms on the beach. Right, Karen? Just so you know, just get the last word on this.
So what put you on the spot here? What's the lesson? What's the takeaway? Our kids are going to be planning vacations in the years ahead for themselves and their families. What's the takeaway about?
The takeaway is, well, from your perspective, it's go different places, try new stuff.
Yeah.
From my perspective is, if you find a great spot and you like it, go, and don't put it off. Go. If you like it, go back, enjoy. The great thing about Hilton Head is it never got old for us.
Yeah.
There are places where we went and you kind of go, would you want to come? Oh, you had a great time. Would you want to come back? Not really. I remember we said that about Amelia Island. We went down there and it was designed by the same guys who designed Harbor Sea Pine. So we kind of figured, this would be great. It wasn't
not so great.
Not so great.
So
yeah. That's what I would say.
And the rain does eventually pass. The sun.
Sometimes it's
funny
how
it does come out to shine eventually. All right, that's going to do it for episode 2. Thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for episode 3. We were planning something big for today, but ran into technical difficulties, so we went with plan B. But stay tuned. Episode 3 is going to be amazing. Bye.
Bye.